noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Gone! Set! 319! 319! Gone! Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you're the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
No, check, Patriot!
And they'll run it here. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal, it feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Mack. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll running right through it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This time, Trubisky will throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Hey, 18. 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, twisting away. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And Gould is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
And they'll go on the ground. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Now let's go. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll drop the throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. 5. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. D. Ford in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action with Trubisky. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again, being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. No, check, Patriot. Gun.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Lock in, lock in. Check.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
No, check, Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. On the screen, this is Coleman. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hands up. 18. Hands up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Gun! Set! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play that time for the Colts. 46 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Gotta go, gotta go. Red, up.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Detroit! Watching that, Barney!
Back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Colts getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Colts add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back now in Indianapolis. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He'll look to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Forced out to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And avoids the contact by sliding. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing here, Trubisky. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking long for Westbrook. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for New England. 43 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Shaquille Barrett coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and a mile. They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10.
We go. You see it? You see it?
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Going underneath, it's Coleman. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Trubisky will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. How did he stay on his feet? And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some space here. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things?
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Hey, 18. Red, up.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Franchise.
Franchise. Franchise. Franchise.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Green 80. Green 80. Check. Omaha.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
You got more. Green 80. Green 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Hey, 54, Ricky. 72. Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. This is Booker on the jump ball. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And Eifert has it. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And they'll run it here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. So right. Hey. 4 down. Move.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. And they'll go on the ground, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. And they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
On play action, it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Packers add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap. to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Bortles now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
372.
Now a play fake. Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
372. Green 80. Green 80.
On play action, now Bortles. Pass incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
372. Check. Green 80. Green check.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 39 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later, not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hey. Four down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Green 80. Green 80.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Crosby on now to kick it away. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Bortles going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket. But just couldn't find anyone open, could he? No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Mike 39, Lucy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Right back to him on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on third down. Steps away to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brandon Marshall.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Break. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Green 80. Sunday.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
And now here's another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third down, that's Murphy. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be fourth down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Steps away. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Bortles now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now Rodgers, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Move.
Throwing now is Bortles. And now here is another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. And his guy.